it's Lindsay, and I'm coming to you from my home office in Arkansas. So, today I want to talk to you because most people don't understand why they're not making any sales. When I know you've heard the saying, money is in the follow up, right? But I don't think a lot of people knows how to really actually follow up to the point that it converts them into a sale. Okay? So, that's what I'm going to teach you today, my secret sauce. So basically, what is a follow up? Okay, when somebody comes to your website and they're actual, they're an actual person, they put their name and their email into your web form, they become a lead. Okay, a lot of people don't treat your leads as actual people. Okay, that's a big problem. And I've seen this and I know this because I did it as well, right? I just thought, well, okay, how can I sell them in a follow up email? You won't make any sales that way. Okay, you have to give value, you have to teach people. So depending on what your market is, let's say you're selling dog food, well, you have to teach them like different ways that dog food could be, like the health advantages of dog food, or why. In other words, you need to convince them through email, through your follow-up series, why they need that product. Okay, so let me tell you a story. I do work from home. Okay, and I have programs that actually teach people how to make money on the internet, right? So I had a lady that was she had found me on the internet, and she added me as a friend on Facebook. And so on one of my posts, she was commenting that stuff like this was a scam. So immediately I'm like, wait a minute, that's not very nice. I don't want you to comment on that. But I knew based on, my 4 years of doing this that there was an underlying problem. So, and it's honestly, guys, that's the number one reason people don't sign up with you is because they don't know, like, and trust you. You're not giving them enough value. You're not pre-framing them into why they need the product. Okay. So, anyways, I messaged her. Most people would have been mad. They would have gotten rude with her, but I didn't. I just listened. I'm a good listener. Okay. So, did she tell me her underlying fear right off the bat? No. I had to ask questions and basically build some rapport with her. Okay. And I didn't know this woman. She just found me. So she was, negative. She was like, this stuff is a scam. So I asked why. Why do you think that? And she's like, well, I've done this before, and I'm sitting here thinking, gotcha. Come to find out, she had bought these quick schemes of get rich because, people buy hype, right? But they didn't actually teach her how she could actually make money on the internet. So automatically, I knew that my follow ups were going to do this for her, okay, through email. So I said, I understand and I'm sorry that that happened to you. Because basically, guys, she felt like a failure because she didn't make the money that these products promised she could make. Okay. So I had to build her self esteem up just a little bit, and basically I told her that I had done the same thing, and I didn't make any money. But the reason why was because I didn't actually know how to. Okay. So I told her, I said, I have a 3-day class that I would love for you to sign up for. I took away her risk. It's free. Let me teach you first. Okay. The people that I target, they want to know what's in it for them, right? They want to know, how can this benefit me? So me as a marketer, I knew that. And I know that that's the majority of most people. But the reason that they don't sign up with you is because they don't know, like, and trust you. And the reason why is because you're not giving them value in your follow-up series. Okay. So I created this 3-day class and I send people through. I don't pitch them at all until I teach them the basics. Okay. But guys, here's the secret sauce. I don't just teach them, but I tell them stories. Because people, think about this. When somebody, when you're talking to somebody, you're telling stories. That's how people relate to people. People take in information and they filter it through their 5 senses. Okay. Your hearing, your feeling, your taste, your touch, all these 5 things. And that's the way they interpret things based on those five senses, right? So if you can incorporate those five senses into a story about why somebody needs your product or service, then they will know, like, and trust you because they feel like they already know you because you have connected with them through their five senses. And if you don't believe me, go read some books about it. It's pretty awesome. So anyways, once I sent her through the class, she felt more comfortable. She wasn't as scared. Okay. She wasn't scared somebody was going to take her money because I didn't send her any type of presentation or anything. I just taught her and gave her value automatically through my email follow-ups at the beginning. Okay. And I do this with everybody. And so what that does is that builds trust and credibility. And in my follow-up series, I tell stories about, how do you see things online? Did you know that these were actually ads? That these are marketers that want you to buy their product, And so they're automatically, I give them little homework assignments and they're like, yeah, I've seen 15 in the last 5 minutes. Exactly. So, and then I teach them that they could use that to their benefit, right? Because they want to make money. So how do you make money? Obviously, you have to sell stuff in America or you don't make money. If you go and work at a grocery store and nobody comes in, you won't have a job, right? So that's kind of what I teach them, but I teach them that on the front end. I give value through stories. So if you're a marketer and you're watching this, think about different ways that you can give value related to your product or service. Teach somebody about that product or service first. Okay? And then you can build that know, like, and trust credibility. And don't be afraid to include your story. So on my class, the first thing that I do is I send them to a blog of my story. Okay? Because I want them to know that I struggled just like they did. I didn't have money just like they did. And then I showed them how I overcame that. So they see me, they hear my story, they can look in my eyes, and they just, it's a way to build credibility and rapport with somebody when you can't be right in front of them, right? So if you're watching this, your homework assignment is to go and think of ways that you could teach people in your follow-up before you send people to buy your product. That's called pre-framing. And those of you that are marketers, you should be reading books every day to learn more about marketing, because I do. And that's one of the things that I've gathered is stories sell, facts tell. People will remember your story before they'll remember a presentation. Okay? So, also, I love to teach people, and I have some awesome trainings in my blog. All you have to do is click the link below, go to my blog, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me teach you as well. Let me give you some value because I believe the more people that succeed at this, the better off they are, the more happy they are in life, right? And I love to make people happy. So, there's a link below this video. Go to my blog, subscribe to my updates. I'll email them out to you daily.